North America once had up to 60 million bison, and in less than 20 years, almost all of them vanished. But long before that collapse, indigenous nations mastered hunting systems so advanced and so coordinated that modern scientists still struggle to fully understand them. This is the extraordinary, untold story of how humans hunted the mightiest animal on the plains.
For thousands of years, the American bison shaped the Great Plains. Its migrations carved paths into the earth. Its presence fed entire nations, and its spirit became the heartbeat of indigenous life. But the ways people hunted the bison changed dramatically through time, from ancient communal strategies to the rise of the horse, to the devastating collapse of the 1800s, and finally to a powerful story of recovery.
The foot hunting era before 1600, the age of intelligence and community cooperation. Before the arrival of horses, hunting a bison was not simply difficult, it was almost impossible without collective genius. No horses, no metal weapons, no high-speed pursuit. So indigenous peoples created one of the most sophisticated communal hunting systems in human history, the buffalo jump. Imagine motion graphics showing this from above. A lone decoy runner, wrapped in a wolf or bison hide, approaches the herd calmly. Hidden flanking teams wait behind ridges. Others light small grass fires, letting the smoke drift like a wall. And then, movement. The herd begins to run. Hundreds of animals, nearly 1,000 kilograms each. A river of muscle and adrenaline. And once a bison herd reaches full panic speed, it cannot stop. They surge toward the cliff, toward places like head-smashed-in Buffalo Jump, one of the most important archaeological sites in North America. Wow fact: some Buffalo Jump kill sites contain bone layers over 5 meters deep, built up from more than 5,000 years of organized communal hunts. This was not chaos, this was engineering, and it required planning, coordination, and a deep understanding of herd behavior. Buffalo jumps fed entire communities for months, a living reminder that early indigenous societies were highly organized, technologically creative, and socially complex.
The Horse Revolution. The rise of the Plains warrior and the golden age of bison hunting. When Spanish horses spread northward in the 1600s, everything changed. Within just 2 or 3 generations, the Plains became home to some of the greatest horse cultures on Earth: Lakota, Cheyenne, Crow, Comanche, Blackfoot, and many more. Mounted hunting transformed the bison hunt from a communal sprint into a breathtaking display of individual skill and precision. Picture this: riders charging alongside the herd, bending low off the saddle, firing arrows beneath their horse's neck without ever losing balance. Wow fact: a skilled horse archer could shoot 20 arrows in 30 seconds while galloping at full speed. Hollywood often shows chaos, but real mounted hunts were calm, controlled, and deeply spiritual. Hunters aimed for a precise spot behind the shoulder, striking heart and lungs in a single fluid motion. This era, roughly 1750 to 1850, was the golden age of the Plains, a time when the relationship between horse, hunter, and bison reached its peak of artistry and respect.
The collapse, the 1800s, a tragedy engineered by industrial greed. For thousands of years, indigenous hunters lived sustainably with the bison, taking only what was needed, using every part of the animal, and maintaining ecological balance. But in the mid-1800s, a new force arrived. Commercial hide hunters armed with long-range rifles, and supported by government policy. The goal was simple and brutal. Kill the buffalo, and you kill the Indians. Railroad companies organized hunting excursions where passengers fired from moving trains purely for entertainment. Hunters took only the hides and tongues, leaving mountains of rotting carcasses on the plains. And then came the most shocking symbol of this era, the photographs of massive piles of bison skulls stacked higher than houses, a visual monument to ecological destruction. Retention spike. Between 1870 and 1885, over 30 million bison were wiped out. By 1889, fewer than 500 remained in the wild. This was more than a collapse of an animal species. It was the collapse of entire cultures whose lives were intertwined with the bison.
The Return. Modern Resurgence. A story of survival, resilience, and indigenous leadership. With only a few surviving herds, most famously in Yellowstone, the bison's future seemed lost. But from those survivors, a movement began. Tribal nations, conservation groups, and national parks launched efforts to bring bison back to the plains. Today, thanks to decades of restoration, the bison population has grown to more than 500,000, and many of these animals live on tribal lands, in programs led by native communities to restore both the species and the cultural relationship with it. Emotional fact: every bison alive today descends from fewer than 300 wild survivors. The return of the bison is not just ecological, it is spiritual. It is a reminder that even after devastation, life can rebuild itself through care, culture, and community.
For thousands of years, the bison and the indigenous peoples of the plains shaped each other's world. Its rise was their rise. Its collapse was their collapse. And its return today is a testament to survival, resilience, and the enduring strength of indigenous knowledge. The story of the bison is not just history, it is a warning and a hope.